We had a lot of respect for Georgetown tonight. They come in as preseason ranked number 5 in the country in NAIA with a lot of veterans in that starting lineup coming back from a team that went to the second round of their national tournament last year. So I was really pleased with our start tonight. I thought we came out with a lot of energy. We started 4 kids that had never worn an Indiana uniform before tonight, and we came out with energy and made some shots early. And jumped on with a 10-0 run after the 2 technical fouls, a 10-0 run to really get us off to a good start and that cushion that we needed to be able to play. As with the exhibition game, there's going to be highs and lows. We did not shoot the ball overall well against their matchup zone. We hadn't put a lot in to compete against the matchup zone at this point in the season, so we were not fully prepared to attack that in a variety of ways, and we didn't make shots. So our shooting percentages were a little disappointing. Our foul shooting was a little disappointing. I think we're going to shoot better as the season goes on. We have to. But we did compete on the boards. In the second half, we had 18 offensive rebounds when we weren't shooting the ball well and found ways to get to the finish line. And we'll get in the film room tomorrow and learn a lot about this game, good and bad.
How rewarding was it to see Kayla out there on the floor? I know for someone who's sort of been tied to her for a few years now, dating back to high school, how rewarding was it for you to sort of see all this work?
2011 seems like a long time ago for all of us, I think, when we saw Kayla Halls on the basketball floor. So really proud of her perseverance and hard work that she's put in to be at this point. Certainly she still needs to get some of her quickness back and play at a pace, but I think it has to feel good for her to be out there and be productive and get a double-double when you haven't played a competitive game since 2011. So really happy for her, happy for the community, and selfishly I'm happy because I started this journey coaching her a long time ago, and it's nice to see her in a uniform. Freshmen and newcomers, I'm going to lump them all in. First-year players playing with us from transfers to our freshmen. I was really pleased. When you look at it, they scored 62 of our 79 points. A significant percentage of points came from first-year players, so it bodes well. I thought our individual MVP game ball kind of kid tonight was Taylor Agler. I thought not only did she play off the ball at the 2 guard well, but when we took Laren out, I thought she was the most productive point guard throughout the evening. So really, really pleased with Taylor Agler. She could have had even more assists if we could have made some shots tonight. But her energy at the defensive end, her energy up the court, I thought really sparked us. Was really pleased with her. Kayla's double-double. Laren didn't shoot the ball well, but she's still a dynamic person. No one's going to forget her. No one's going to forget that hair. So she's going to be a face of our program for a while. And so really, really pleased overall with our freshman. Jen Anderson taking multiple charges and close on a few others. Shows that she'll do everything that we need. She has a ton of potential. So really pleased, day one, that we got 62 points out of first-year players, but that's what it's going to be like a lot of the year. A lot of inexperience has to step up for us because we just don't have a lot of veterans in the program.
What do you make of your guards at this point, especially looking at Agler and Laren? It seems like there's a very high ceiling there between the two of them. What do you sort of make of them right now at this point?
Our ball handling's better than it was last year. 7 turnovers in a game, despite kind of a conservative matchup zone that Georgetown was letting us take some open shots. There's a reason we were open. As I tell the team, we got to step up and make them, or they're going to continue to leave some of the kids open that were getting shots. But we still only turned it over 7 times, regardless of what defense they were in. So our ball handling's better. I think our quickness is better in some areas, but certainly the hardest adjustment for freshmen and young kids in your program is defensively. We lost Jasmine McGee, who is a tremendous defensive stopper. Despite Lonnie not being the most fleet of foot, she was huge and could disrupt things with her size. So defense, we have a long way to go with our young kids in the backcourt. We got to figure out who can be a stopper for us. We made a lot of mistakes tonight defensively, and they hurt us sometimes, and we got away with it other times. Against some of the better teams we'll play throughout the year, Big Ten caliber teams, we can't play defense like that. So it's all a work in progress. Defense is the thing that comes around probably the slowest for freshmen on how physical it is and how much they got to dig in and get stops at this level. There's not much separation. The hard part is there's kids that probably played 20-some minutes and kids that got 5 minutes or less, and there's very little separation of those in practice. It was just what we did tonight, gut instinct. I went with what I thought was going to help us be successful tonight. I did look at a few combinations. We played 13 kids in the first half. We played every single scholarship player on the first half. We played 14 total. So I did play everybody with the exception of one walk-on. So it's still not finalized. I'm still searching for people to step up. It's hard because some people do offense better than defense. Some people are better defensive players than offensive players. And so we're going to be still sorting through playing time decisions for a while, and they got to compete to get that. So very little separation. And tonight I called some people's numbers more than others, and they got to come back ready to battle and practice for tomorrow.
Do you feel like there's maybe an added energy around this program, within this program right now? Are you sensing maybe a different spark with this group of girls?
There's a buzz with our young kids. There's a buzz that they want to be the foundation of something started for the future, and they know they have a great opportunity now, and as we build more and more to be kind of that foundation class that we look back at. So there's an energy. Sometimes it's okay to have freshmen because they're naive. They don't realize how good Maggie Lucas is. They don't realize how good Nebraska's pressure is. They don't understand how big Michigan State and Penn State are. They have no idea. So they're not worrying about January and February. They're worrying about tomorrow. And sometimes that's a blessing in disguise. I got to keep reminding them that they need to play harder, play more physical, and get better, that there's bigger challenges awaiting them. But sometimes it's not bad to be a little naive.